Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm just getting started here on this Saturday late morning, early afternoon, or depending on where you are. I'm starting off here in the round table hold, breaking some chairs and whatnot. I ended up just dumping most of my gear so I could level up a little bit. Figured, we reached Liurnia, beat a remembrance boss. Let's go ahead and dump a lot of gear that we weren't using. Today, my goal is to beat Renala. Hopefully, maybe Radon as well. We'll see. But Liurnia is the goal. I may do a stream this afternoon and then a second stream later tonight, depending on IRL stuff. Hey, good to see you, Mikhail. Right as I'm getting started, so I'm gonna wait just a few minutes, let people trickle in. If you are curious on what gear I'm using, again, it's what I stopped with yesterday. We got ourselves a very rare battle axe. It's got 110 points of item discovery. I also have a finger seal just equipped. Looking for a better seal. Actually, we can use the Godslayer seal. I leveled up enough, so let's equip this one instead. Offhand, we've got a +3 to all stats in the Marred Leather Shield. Not really using it for blocking. Got a rare helm, which is item discovery. Uncommon Divine Bird Warrior armor, which is rune gain, and I think it also has some effects that were carried over from how it is in the regular game, which is +3 strength and +4 dex. Got some more item discovery on our mushroom arms, very uncommon. Leather trousers, which is 3 HP per second. And then right now we're rocking the Warrior Jar Shard, which is common, and Millicent's Prosthesis, which is uncommon. Looking for some better talismans. I will probably run with the Silver Scarab talisman for the most part while I'm running through Liurnia, at least early. So yeah, that's where we're at. I could also actually swap this out for Merrick Scar Seal to give us a little bit more faith, which gives our incant scaling up to 140. So if you take it off, it's 132, so 8 points, pretty good. Let's go talk to Corin here to start, and then let's head into the lakes. I do see it, buddy. So let us give him the Godskin's Prayer Book. I want Black Flame. I also want Catch Flame, Flame Sling. I do like me Fire. Don't think we need any of those. Let's see. 7,500 runes. Do we have any poppables? I don't think we do. Oh, no, we do. We definitely do. Let's go ahead. Pop this. I could go ahead and just pop the Remnants of the Grafted. I'm not going to use that for the weapons. Cool, 20k runes. It's nice. Let's get this, and you know what? Let's get Black Flame Blade as well. Why not? I don't really use it, but it's a good spell. Okay, let's keep pumping this faith. Next goal is probably going to be getting to like 30, 40, 50 vigor. We'll see. So, let's get started. And go to Godric the Grafted and on. This guy's funny. Let's see what he's got. Okay, 16% damage at full HP, and we could maybe even wield that in our offhand. Let's buy this. Buckler, 20% Cerulean Flasks. Poise damage for both of these, and Magic Absorption. This might be nice. Let's go ahead and grab these. I don't think I'll end up using it over my leather trousers, but having 15% Magic Absorption when we're going into the school would be kind of nice, I think. I think here in the early game we haven't really seen it, but as I get later and later into the game, again with that kind of boost to enemy damage and whatnot, having gear that is appropriate for the situation I think is probably going to be a good idea. And that's kind of the goal. You know, if like we're facing off against Consort Radahn or something, we want to definitely max out our holy resistance, as you do in the base game, but, you know, if his damage is going to be jacked up even a little bit further. Let's go ahead and get some grapes. I don't know if I'll do the quest line, but I think I have the Frenzy Flame Seal, the one that you get at the end of the quest line, as fairly rare. I don't remember the exact rarity, but I think it's up there. I guess I haven't... No, there she is. I thought she was standing over off to the side, but she's right here.
My name is... If I might be so to donate my eyesight, when I eat, it will lead me.
It's a weird quest line.
May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
Fingers and eyes. A lot of body part stuff. I did too. The first time I fought him, so the DLC came out right around this time last year. I guess it's coming up on a year, sometime like mid-June, I think. So I actually got it, and I went on vacation. Hey, we got a Thops uncommon. I got it and went on vacation and played the whole thing during vacation, and it was definitely interesting. Not really, because I played it spoiler-free, which is kind of the first time I've done anything FromSoft related, like truly spoiler-free. But I had to look up some stuff, and I ended up doing the quest line because I hadn't done that. Got the fingerprint shield, you know, my mimic tier and all that good jazz. I'm sure I still have that player, and that character somewhere. Hoping today we'll see our first elite enemy, or mega elite enemy. Assuming I don't die here. That guy just doesn't stop attacking, huh? I can't even stagger him. Backstab him. There we go. Only 195 runes. It's a pittance. A pittance indeed. Yeah, let's equip our black flame here. Probably gonna take some damage. Yep. Yeah, 20 FPS, all the particle effects. Let's see how good this does. Ooh, that's juicy damage. Uncharged version. That's not bad either. Is this... Oh, no, I don't have an FP regen. Be nice to get an FP regen. You threw pot that makes me can't recover FP, or HP, but it doesn't matter. Because I've got HP regen, buddy. Deep purple lily. So I got some gloves. Perfumes. Ugh. We don't want those. Let's go see what our vendor over here has. We can get our lantern. I would like a lantern here. Actually, if we're going to be rocking some spells, let's go 5 and 2. Let's go 4 and 3. You've got HP regen. Our Flask of Wondrous Physic is HP regen as well. Let's see. Could get a craft book, crystal darts. Hey, 1800. See, stock. staff, which is pretty good scaling, 12.5% stamina. Rune gain by 20%. We could also do this for farming purposes. Smith's grip weapons, equip load. Ooh, we do have a 4 FP per second. Is that better than 3 HP per second? Maybe in boss fights and stuff. We can swap over to those trousers. Pop our flask, which is 13 HP per second, and then have our FP regen as a passive effect. Seems like a good thing to do. Your save from when you originally beat the DLC. That's too bad. I think I have all my characters from the first time I beat all of the FromSoft games, because I beat them all on PlayStation first, as opposed to... You're gonna dodge, are you? As opposed to on PC. That's good damage. Should probably pop this flask, yeah. Oh, that's good damage. Oh, you can get out of that, huh? Oops, it's not the right one. Oh, most of your saves. Alright, decent damage, decent damage. Just need one more hit. There we go, there we go. And we should hot swap. Oh, I don't have that rune thing. Should get that shield so I can hot swap to that. Get some good rune gain against bosses and whatnot. Alright, let's see. We can actually probably, yep, we can still put this in our left hand and be in medium load. Not bad. Let's see. Where should we go? There's some catacombs back there. Could always go down this way. Well, I've never played Monster Hunter, so I don't really know how good it is. I was trying to get into it back when I was a little younger. We had plans to play through it back when it was on, I don't know, PlayStation 3 or something. I don't remember the exact platform, but about a decade and a half ago, I had some buddies that we were going to try and set up some sessions to play offline, but we never got around to doing it. So sadly, I don't have any experience playing through it. Does seem like it's kind of up my alley, though. You know, craftable stuff or whatnot. Let's see. Let's get this. Golden runes. These guys are weak to fire, right? Man, I love Black Flame incantations. They're so good. Those aren't bad either. Yellow Ember, let's see. Ooh, a rare Cestus. sage robe, very uncommon, and a black knight helm, uncommon. We gotta check out all our gear once we're done exploring this. I certainly don't need to be doing this. I could probably just run in there with my axe. Kill him. Another helmet. Alright, let's pop these bad boys. Throw on our pants here to get some FP regen. That's not the right one. Oh, I'm out of my physic. I guess I accidentally drank that physic. Yeah, you can see that FP tick though, man. FP tick is so fast. Just trying to come up with a better way to downscale the FP regen, but I don't really know that there is because the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman from the DLC is already 2 per second. I could have done it as a percentage, but I wasn't sure that it was going to be even stronger in the late game. So, I ended up doing it this way. Okay, I don't really feel like farming these guys anymore. Let's just run on through. Farm these guys a little bit. Alright, let's see. What do we get? This is uncommon. Ooh, 6 HP per second, but Vigor by 5. Cerulean flasks. Nothing there. Nothing here. We got a weapon. Yeah. Power of guard counters by 25%. I know guard counters are pretty good with fist weapons. Mikola's Lily. We get an uncommon Zweihander. Faith by 7. Also not terrible. Could get up to 41 faith, but it'd be good with like a holy infusion or something like that. Or sacred, whatever it's called. Alright, Clean Rot Knight, your day has come. I would hazard a guess. Yeah, that's good damage. Wouldn't be surprised if my stance broke him. Easy as that. Very uncommon winged sword insignia. Dragon Thunder. Sounds like a fun spell. Let's go ahead and get our map here. Figure out where we want to go. Come on, let me... Really? Stop. There we go. So I need to put my regular pants back on. see. Nation Butterfly, Guilty Hood, and a map. Endurance by 7. That's not bad. Alright. I like these catacombs. I think this is the Kaiden Warrior Catacombs. That's where you get that Spirit Ash from. I like that Spirit Ash. It's one of my favorites. Could also go pick up the Tree Spear. See what type of effect it has. If I am rocking this Faith build, it might not be a bad option for us. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say it would be a good option for us. Let's go take a look at what's in that caravan. You can cast this on horseback. I didn't know that. Hey, we got another silver scarab. And this one's very uncommon. It's an extra 15 points of item discovery. Nice, nice, nice. Come on. Not at the moment. I think I want to change it up so that they have rarities, so that you can find ones like from the DLC in the base game as you're going around. I just haven't incorporated that yet. It's something I'm gonna look at after I'm done with this playthrough, or maybe I'll change it at some point. I also kind of want to do it where you can find random spells throughout the world, but I gotta figure out if that's something I want to do. So, not at the moment, but perhaps, and maybe even likely, I would say that is a change that is likely to be forthcoming. Can I get you in a headshot? Hey, I did. It doesn't kill you, huh? One more should do it. Tree Spear acquired. What does it have? That's not bad at all. I think we're gonna go ahead and throw this on. 16% attack for 20 seconds on kill. That's a good effect. Not the best scalings in the world, but not too bad. Probably also, I was thinking about swapping my seal into my left hand, but I do like the all stats kind of as a passive effect to my left. But I can buff the Tree Spear, of course, with Black Flame Blade. Don't really think it is going to be something that is going to be very powerful, however. That's not what I wanted to kill. I wanted to hit this thing. It's a cool design, Tree Spear. Hey! JK Leads. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see ya. Move my seal to my left hand, but what about my dugong? You know, back when I was a kid, I loved seal, I loved dugong. Didn't realize that a dugong was an actual thing. Good to see you here. Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you. Didn't get the chance to watch you and Baron this past weekend. I checked in for about 5 minutes. I think you guys are pretty much done with the base game, if I'm not mistaken. Also, finally got around to watching the Magic run. 80 hours for a run, that definitely sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot. But I enjoyed it quite a bit. More good content from J.K. Leeds over there on his channel. Which I'm sure if you're watching, you've probably watched all of his videos. It's one of the guys that got me into content creation in the first place. Nice. You guys doing the DLC as well, or you're not planning on it? You know, DLC and randomizers is kind of annoying. Imps, man. Okay, I guess that didn't hit, huh? There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking Sacred Order would be very good for catacomb clearing. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I'll definitely try to watch. Problem, it's not a problem, but thing is, when you guys are streaming, I'm at work, so. Hey, Acreate, I think that's how you pronounce that name. I do have some buffs to, there's a buff to enemies, like, consistently. I think it's like a 10% attack, 10% HP, and 10% defense or something like that. Can't remember the exact value. So there's a little bit of increase because of the gear that you get and whatnot. But it's not significant. However, hopefully we'll find one. There are also the presence of elite enemies in this mod. So you can find regular elites and advanced elites. Regular elites are like 1.5 to 2 times tougher than regular enemies in the area. And super elites are like 3 times tougher. They've got super high HP and whatnot. I haven't run into any of them yet, as I try not to die to this omen down here. Okay, I got the backstab animation, but no backstab. This thing is a lot slower than I remember it being. Tree and Beast Circuit, uncommon. Let's see what this thing does. Holy damage by 9%, not bad. But for those of you just popping in, I'll just show my equipment here. I got a very uncommon tree spear. Gives us the Crusade insignia kind of effect. Got our Godslayer seal we picked up in Stormvale. We've got 2 shields in our offhand. One is just a +3 to all stats. One is a 20% rune gain. Got a rare Great Helm, which is 95 points of item discovery. A Divine Bird Warrior, which is rune gain. More item discovery on our gauntlets. And some FP regen on our legs. So I think I'm going to switch this back to my HP regen. Then uncommon, or very uncommon Silver Scarab, so 80 points of discovery. And a rare America's Scar Seal. 6 points of all those stats, but at 10% absorption penalty. Hopefully, and I don't know if this is going to be the case, but hopefully this would work with like an enemy randomizer or something. I mean, it's kind of in effect already an item randomizer, outside of key items, of course, as we're rocking a bunch of random different weapons and talismans and all that good jazz. But fun to make, so far fun to play. There we go. Tree spears do have good stance damage. Or great spears, rather. That's the page ashes. Do you get the Kaiden sword sale? Or sell sword ashes down here? I think you do. You got Taker's cameo and the Gargoyle's halberd. That's a holy weapon, isn't it? No. That's not the right one. 4% HP on kill, not bad. Alright, boss time it is. Should be an easy one. I don't know why I buffed that if I'm just going to switch off to my seal. Do some guard countering. Nope, you're going to do fire breath. More fire breath. There we go. Should just about do it. One more hit. Okay, kind of like animation canceled there. Yes, okay, it was the sword or cell sword ashes. Good. Glad to see I remembered. All right. Let us go do a little bit of spirit tuning. Want to have an Ash rocking alongside me.
My name isn't this around. I never knew, although I'm still looking. So I'm still looking.
Oh, I didn't. I'll be doing much. Just lay out. That no matter.
Have to warp again, I think.
Thank goodness. I'm still looking. It's not easy.
I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
There we go.
She has it. I saw another eye. I see you've nothing special. I'm trapped. That's all there is.
All right.
So I'm still looking. I don't believe if I do. I suppose I'll ask. Certainly, I know I can tell.
Gotta love doing this part every single time.
That no matter. Look up. My boots. So, I don't.
One more warp. And there we go.
Good. I have you to. I can have I'm as yet. But and if well, I search Roderick.
I don't have any grave gloveworts. What do I have? I just have twos and threes, and I have some ghost. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 for ghost. So if we find a regular special spirit ash, that's what we'll dump into. But I guess I don't have any of those right now, huh? All right. Well, it's kind of a waste of time, but no matter. Let us progress on. Let's go kill Smarag. Go into the academy. Maybe we'll do a Rani's quest as well. I don't know. Or we could do a hiatus quest. She's here. If I can remember where this grape is going to be. Arrow's Soaring Sting Talisman, uncommon. Not really useful for us, I would reckon. Duelist Great Axe, not bad either. And we're just getting so many uncommons, which is great. Who's this one? We got the Pearl Shield. Oh, I guess I didn't name this correctly. Should be the Pearl Shield Talisman, not the Pearl Shield Effect. So a little bit behind the scenes there. My Excel file is named wrong. But that's okay. That was our weapon that we got. Running attacks by 20%, not terrible. I don't even remember what's in this chest. 2 fingers heirloom, which is strength, faith. You know, that's better for us right now. 7 faith as opposed to 6. Yeah, the mind is nice actually. It's just 1. Let's keep that on. Thinking about switching to it because we're really not using those other stats, but I do like the extra mind because I haven't leveled that up like at all yet. Although with the FP regen, I don't know, I'm kind of split on it. I'll stick with America's Scar Seal right now.
Only rest the howling their frail to you. May the blessing.
Yeah, may the blessing of the fingers be upon you as well. If only you knew. Too bad you don't.
Hello. It's rather my mistress. But I was a could I ask that thug only if you've any to bless a thug, please.
Stab the next back. Sorry, there's a lot of dead air. I don't know what to say. I think there's a death bird here, right? Yeah. We got Sacred Order. We'll be able to smash this guy, no problem. At least I thought we should be able to. I guess not. I guess that's not the anti-death bird one, now that I think about it. Should probably also put this on. It'd be helpful if I didn't miss. Let's not die here. Don't want to lose my great rune. Really? Thought I dodged. Come on, Octopus, help me out. It really isn't. To be fair, I am pretty sure it's not the right type of holy damage. I think it's this one has Sacred Order. I think it's Shared Order that actually boosts the holy damage that they are weak to. Yeah, like the. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I didn't change the effect, so I think it would kind of be the same in base game. But hey, we got ourselves a red feathered branch sword. Very uncommon, 20% damage at low HP. Which I'm not rocking a low HP build, but it is what it is. Alright. See, let's go snag this other map piece, which is this way. Lobster. Lobsters. Forgot about the lobsters. Dodge and weave. Oh, almost got me. Okay. Academy gate down. There's a golden seed around here somewhere. Omen killer gloves, very uncommon. Where are you, my golden seed? I thought it was pretty close to the grace, but I don't see it over there. Let's farm some albinarcs for a little bit. Devonia's hammer, that would actually probably be a pretty good for our build right now with our faith and whatnot. Let's see how good this bad boy is. 30 strength, but I have enough. Guard counters by 20%. Not terrible, not terrible. If I take these off, I'm still in heavy load. But I could maybe even guard counter with the hammer itself. Or just just kill the albinarcs, no problem. Actually, I think I have some equip load boosting gear, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps I am mistaken. Oh, we could actually go down to medium load? Ooh. And, but I kind of like the runes. Go to this. And I'm dropping off like 100 points of item discovery. Not worth it. Guard carnos are very, very fun to do if you have not given them a shot. That was the last time I played through the game properly. I picked up I don't remember what spear it was. It was a great spear of some sort. I think I started off with the tree spear, but I don't remember what I ended up finishing with. But you pick up a good great shield early on, and it is a fun way to play. Yeah, you say that, and then you join their ranks like 10 seconds later, buddy. So I don't know if you can actually say that. Nanai's torch, too. Does pretty good fire damage. And the seed is not the most important thing, but I could have sworn there was somewhere around here. Oh well. I'll just move towards the key, which should be here. I guess we can always go up to the academy front gate, get that grace, and then warp back to it afterwards. Seems like a good plan of action. I'm getting so many of these Owen Killer long gloves. Oh, actually, there's. I was gonna say there are more discovery boosting gear, but I already have an upgraded version of that, so I don't need to put those on. Here's the tree. I knew there's one around here. Yeah, it's definitely, it does take a little bit of getting used to, but once you can get into the flow of it, it is a very, very satisfying way to play the game. Very fun. To be honest, when I started this run, that was what I was hoping to ultimately get, and you know, we're still pretty early on in the playthrough, so there's still an opportunity for us to find some really powerful gear that leads itself to a good guard countering build. But you never know. You never know. Might as well kill some of these guys, get some good gear if we can. Nothing from you. Anything from you? I did not. They had very uncommon. Okay, not gonna let me get through. Really? That didn't. Uncommon flail. Eh. There we go. That didn't kill you, huh? No, that didn't kill you. More uncommon, that was lightning shrouding. And a cerulean crystal tier. Falx, which I'm not very interested in. Get another helmet here, 60%. Yeah. And I think we got a talisman. No, we did not. I will say the one thing that is very nice about Elden Ring's inventory system, whenever they introduce that update where they have the like exclamation point showing you that it's a new item, that makes the inventory system sorting in this type of mod a lot more convenient than it was in like Dark Souls 3, where you did not have that, so you had to scour through all of the different items to figure out what you had just picked up and whatnot. What the heck? Well, that's a first. Haven't seen that one happen in a while. It's weird, I landed on the rock first, no problem, and then I jumped down and died on the second impact. That's it's kind of weird. You gonna let me live this time? Okay. Couldn't tell you what the difference was between that first and second jumps. Whatever. What was even weirder was that I landed the first time, but then when I came down that second time, my horse took damage, I think it was, and I took a little bit of damage, so I was like, okay, I'm safe. And then as soon as I hit the second surface, it's like, nope, you're dead. Classic Elden Ring right there. Fortunately, I did also ruin my rune arc that I had equipped. No worries, we're still able to use all of our gear. Alright. Smaragd, it is time. Let's go kill ourselves a dragon. Might as well summon our Ash. Let's throw on our MP gear. Just this, or FP. Drink up. Sacred Order. Yeah, let's get a sneak attack. No sneak attack. No attacks at all, apparently. Oh, I'm in heavy load now too. Just notice that. Let's see if I throw this off. Okay, that brings us back into medium load. Just gotta remember to equip it. Come on, hit detection. Work with me, buddy. Oh, wow. Did a ton of damage. Come on, stance break. Stance break, please? No? There goes my Kaiden mercenary. You can really see the power of some FP regen. Really, that hit me? It's gotta be us. Hey, there we go. Easy peasy. Quick, eat a pickle foot. Nope, missed it. It's alright. Still got 19k runes. It's not too bad. And academy time. I'll be right back. Take a quick break. Alright. Back at it. Let us pop into this academy after I level up my vigor one more time. Still definitely looking for some good armor. That shield is too heavy. I guess we are getting the extra 3 points of endurance whenever I'm putting this on. That makes sense. Yeah, let's see. I do like the item discovery, but one of these was 7 points of endurance, right? Dax. Yeah. We can try the Guilty Hood. Maybe swap over to Devonia's hammer. Have that two-handed. Can we have this off-handed? We can. That's not bad at all. Most FPS like issues in the game, or just like most FPS because there's not a lot of stuff in the actual academy. I'm assuming the way you wrote that message, it means the latter, but because Placidusac's arena, that's really, really small. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on. You know, some particle effects and all that good stuff, but I guess that would make sense. I didn't notice too many frame drops. I don't even think when I played it on my PlayStation, the Consort Radon fight before they redid it, I don't remember having any issues necessarily. Like at all. I'm trying to think if I really had any stutters. I'm sure I did, I don't remember noticing any of them. But yeah, having that occur in the academy does definitely make sense. I can't use this if I don't have the appropriate shield equipped. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups.
How can I?
What do you got here? Faint, imp ashes. This is sub fork. Ah, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Have a safe journey.
Go kill this Bloodhound Knight here. This hidden guy. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. I had, so I got this PC that I'm streaming on right now a couple years back because I did randomizers in Dark Souls 1 and 3 on my old laptop, but it could not run Elden Ring, like, at all, like, even a non-randomized version. So I ended up biting the bullet and getting a proper desktop PC, which is what I'm using right now. It was long overdue. I like laptops, obviously, for the convenience and stuff, but having a tower and all that good jazz, it's pretty nice. Plus, it's not like I take my laptop anywhere anyways. Gamma, I appreciate the uncommon stuff, but man, I would like some higher tier gear. That's a fantastic question. I got no idea. I honestly just bought a really nice one from Best Buy and called it good. I'm not the most tech savvy guy in the world. I know my way around some programs, but I'm sure I could find a place to build a custom PC. I didn't care to. I just got one that had like some of the higher specs that they offered out of the box. It's got a nice case. Got a couple of graphics cards. Maybe one graphic card, I don't know. Works well enough for my needs. That's all that matters to me. Ooh, we had an ultra rare. Fortunately, we're not really using magic damage at the moment. I do like colossal hammers, they're so fun. You get ultra rare primal glintstone blade, a nomadic merchant's chapeau, smith script daggers. It's 3%. Should be 40% decrease to FP cost for spells and incants. Not too bad. Nice. Upgrading the system, getting a new computer or a new console of any type is always very fun. Let's see, do I want to modify anything here? Int and dex, magic damage 40%. Holy damage by 22%. We could probably throw that in there, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. Just because I don't remember exactly the split on this Ash of War from Devonia's Hammer. I thought it was like maybe not 50-50, but let's see here. It's good. Try not to get grabbed by any of these zombies. If I can avoid it. One shot in those guys, that's nice. I hate these guys, man. That's why I always just run through here. I'm so addicted to getting good items, I want to farm. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. Alright, there we go. We got another Devonia's Hammer. Once we get enough stamina and strength, we could power stance these bad boys. Even if they're colossal weapons, you know, they're going to do really good damage. I don't think I will do that, though. Let's put our HP. Oh, no, that gives me into heavy load. Huh, how did I miss that? This one is 4 FP per second. Really, it doesn't stagger you. Okay, I thought it would. Go. Ah, I see. I suppose I got to change that back onto Collapsing Stars or whatever his spell that he normally drops is. It's one of the risks of doing a non-mechanic, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's one of the risks of going through all the enemies one by one, or not going through all the enemies one by one and just modifying their drop chances. Is sometimes you miss stuff like that, where he's supposed to drop a certain item, but he doesn't. Oh well, it's not like that's a very good spell anyhow. Yeah, that's too bad. I'm trying to think of what I was getting when I first started Elden Ring, when I was trying to play it on my PC or my laptop, and I don't even think I was pulling like 5 FPS or something. It was, you know, I just couldn't play it, unfortunately. I'm not 100% sure how optimized any of the FromSoft games are either, and I can't speak to Monster Hunter. But even now, sometimes when I'm playing Dark Souls 3 and recording or something, or have any other type of programs open in the background for one reason or the other, if I accidentally have like a web page open or something, man, sometimes when I'm running through areas, it will just not be able to keep up. Which is unfortunate, but I suppose it is what it is, you know? Alright. It's a really cool place. Go. Is there like a lot of particle effects in Monster Hunter? I thought maybe there might have been. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like looking at games when they're like optimized. You know, some companies like are using like top of the line stuff when they're doing testing, and then they end up having performance issues just in so many different areas. Which kind of makes sense, you know, you're not necessarily wanting to optimize for lower performance gear all the time, but sometimes you got to make some concessions if you're making games. Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, heck, even look at some of FromSoft games. Again, that's what I'm most familiar with, but you go back and you play like PS3 version or Prepare to Die for Dark Souls 1, and the performance in that game is just awful. Like FPS of like 10 in some spots, and constant stuttering, crashing, and all that good stuff. You know, the price of like computer stuff going up, like GPUs and all that good jazz. Definitely understand the frustrations of not getting good performance. All that on top of, you know, you're paying like $60 for a game and it's not working how it should be. It's yeah, quite annoying for sure. Hey, we got a rare helmet, which I think, yeah, boosts the ancestral infant head, so not something we're interested in. Let's see, let's take a look. This is uncommon, more stamina regen, not bad. Lusats. Yeah, that, you know, I had heard that as well now that you mentioned it. All the polygons for all the different enemy models and stuff like that. Heck, if you look at the modding server for FromSoft, some people work with models, and even like the player character model has so many different polygons and all that good stuff. You know, like weighted physics, like cloth physics and stuff. It's it demands a lot. Let's go kill ourselves a wolf. Get in there, buddy. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Wow, missed him. Keep aggro there, buddy. Ooh, and we get the guard counter to end it in style. Relatively easy fight there. Cubes. I'm trying to remember the first ever game that I remember playing on the computer. Just to try to remember like all of the like 3D geometry and stuff. Can't pinpoint it. I used to play show my age a little bit. I used to have like this game pack of, oh, I gotta find this now. It was like a bunch of pseudo 3D looking things. I remember there was one where you'd run around as like a caveman or something like that. You'd bounce on rhinos and stuff like that and try to get through all the levels. You never beat it. We had the game where you would bounce down or bounce around on cubes and stuff like that. Cubert, I think is what that one was called. I remember that one. That one was a good time. We had some like 3D. There was like a pack of like 5 different games. I remember playing those a bunch. I'm trying to see. I think that is our first. Ooh, we got another rare Death Ritual Spear. So I think that this guy here, not this one, I could kill him. I think this is the first super elite that we found. Yeah, he must be. I think I gotta play with that one. I think I want to make him a little bit more red. Yeah, I gotta make this guy a little bit more red. So, this should be our first super elite, which he has a lot more damage. Luckily, this guy is not a very difficult enemy. A lot more health, and he should almost guarantee, well, if he gets a drop, we should, man, look how much damage I did. We should get a really good drop if we end up killing him. Again, this enemy is not particularly difficult, so let's see, what do we get? Aw, deep purple lily. Oh yeah, that's right, We found some dragonflies, that's right. But at least in terms of enemies proper, that's the first guy that we found. Now, if I wanted to, I could farm him. I'm probably not going to do that. But here in the academy, I think the lowest rarity has been uncommons. So I think if you were to farm him and get the highest tier drops from that guy, would probably be ultra rare or legendary. It might be legendary from that guy, which normally we wouldn't be able to get until around Altus Plateau. And hopefully we'll find some tougher enemies, because again, that guy's not very difficult. I don't know why I'm going here. I don't really care about getting whatever staff that is called. Increase our casting speed. It's not top of mind right now. There's a crab here, right? Yep. And drop the Keralos Glintstone Crown. It's fire damage. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a legitimate way to do things, especially if you find some easier enemies. You know, maybe you find a good weapon that has holy damage or something, and you rush some catacombs, kill some skeletons. Like I could see going and getting the golden epitaph from whatever the heck the legacy, or not legacy dungeon, what the heck is it called? The hero's grave, or reads as hero grave or whatever. You go pick that up, you go to some late area skeletons, you kill them all and farm that dungeon a few times, and bada bing bada boom, you are stacked up for the early game. I'm surprised that hit me. But I'd be really interested to see if people end up rushing down the DLC as well. Because in the DLC, it's designated as a late game area, which has really, really powerful gear if you want to try and do that. I think he tried to parry me once, but obviously that did not work out for him. Carry a Night Shield, very uncommon. Ooh, hey, we got a runes on hit. Hopefully I fixed that. Alright, let's get some gear on. So do we care about our magic resist? Not too much. Throw this on, it's got really good magic resist. But anyway, run it in here without any red flasks. But we got our regen. I think we'll be alright. I was thinking of the best one to put to have the runes on hit effect, and I think it would be either the dancing blade weapons. That would be really good, I think. Where are you at there? Not 100% sure how it would work with spellcasting tools. But maybe if it worked well with spellcasting tools, you could cast like Founding Rain of Stars or something. Okay, that didn't hit. Wow, that did a lot of damage. I don't even know what hit me. Hit. There we go. Wait to see how this straight in phase 2. Nice. Stagger her out of that. Come on, stop jumping away. I have anything that restores health? I don't think I do. There we go, nice crit. Oh, that's good damage. Hey, let's not die. Oh, all right, easy. Second great rune acquired. She didn't even get a chance to summon. Nice, 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 nice. And on top of that, 71k runes. It's a pretty good bounty, if I do say so myself. And now we have the opportunity to respec. Alright, let's get a little bit more. Need some more endurance. Let's get to 20. I think that's a good point for the moment. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Unlocks a third talisman, and we can take a look at what we have on offer here from Ensha.
Fine, you have now to become the thing as become.
So a rare and boost to moon sorcery. Of course, we're not probably going to do that, but we can see what we've got here. So equip load. Oh, I gotta fix that. apparently it gave her two the same. One of these should be the crescent hat. 5 HP per second is not bad. I might honestly equip that instead of these. I do like the discovery, but yeah, we'll be alright. And let's start this back on. Yeah, we're still in heavy load. Maybe we can do a good HP regen. Let's go with the winged sword insignia for now. This off. Is this heavier or lighter? Oh, they're both 20. What to do? You can do this for now. Let's pop over. No, we can't use that at all. Not at all. What am I missing? Oh, duh. This one also gave me some strength. So let's take off this for the moment. Need some more endurance very quickly. Alright. Could just go ahead and pop these as well. And I don't think we're gonna pivot over to sorcery builds. No, let's do that.
I took it no matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arm.
Let's see, is that enough to use this? We're still in medium load. Oh, I need one more. Maybe 2 more points of strength. That's alright. That'll be what we work towards next. Alright. Let us go do some more shenanigans up around here. Let's do... well, I don't know. Could go up to Carrion Manor. Sure, let's do that. Sorry, I was just checking something. Yeah, I'm having fun. It's been a while since I played. I played maybe 4 or 5 months ago. I made my way through the base game. Did most of a randomizer, but it didn't end up finishing. So I'm glad to be back and playing it here. All right. Excuse me. Let's go and get into Carrion Manor. Hopefully this drop doesn't kill me. Okay, we're good. Let's see, 5 HP per second, 4 FP per second. I did notice when I was playing the Dark Souls 3 version of this mod that MP per second is very, very powerful. Just saw that guy sneaking out. Nice. Yeah. I played through the kind of quote-unquote full release twice after the DLC came out. I had my character that I beat the original like playthrough on, and then I ended up doing an entire new playthrough once the DLC came out. Kind of rushed it a little bit early. Went to Moog not too far after I started. But, you know, it's a good game for sure. I guess the problem with it, and I don't really think it's a problem per se, but it's like bigger than all three of the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 games combined in terms of like a total playthrough. Like I can beat Dark Souls 1 in like, 8 hours if I'm really rushing. 3 probably takes me around 20-ish hours if I'm doing everything. And then Elden Ring, if you do everything plus the DLC, it takes you like so long to actually do. Which is fine, But so packed with a bunch of different stuff. Go. Oh, I guess I didn't update the jellyfish shield. That should also have a rarity, but it does not. Silly. 6 hours. That's pretty good. I don't think I've beaten it that quickly before myself. Hey, we got our first bow, I think, of the entire playthrough. Oh, look at that. It's our first legendary, and unfortunately, it is the Deathbed Dress, which is only going to be good for nearby allies. Man, that's honestly a little bit disappointing. First legendary, and it basically does jack all for us right now. Oh well, we'll definitely get more legendaries. And the funny thing is, with how complex that effect actually is in the game, I am not 100% sure if it actually is going to work as intended if I end up putting it on. Now, the thing I will say is that when I go through and actually get the Mimic tier, which is definitely going to be the Spear Dash that I want to get, because, again, having 2 guys with a bunch of cracked out armor and weapons and stuff is going to be pretty fun. Maybe it'll work. Having regen on him should be fun. I'd like him to take damage just to see if it actually works, so. Come here, buddy. I will say, though, it is very powerful. I mean, 10% negation and 20% elemental. You can see how legendary armor is really going to stack up pretty well. Flight pinion. Ah, this guy has a lot of HP. There we go, he took damage. Let's put this on, see if it actually heals him or not. Doesn't look like it's doing it. Oh no, I saw him get a little bit of HP right there. Oh, and then he's gone. I think that was working. I'll have to go through with a better Spirit Ash. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get ourselves a spiked cracked tier rare. 20% better charge attacks for 180 seconds. That is not bad at all. Yeah, I think it was. It was just a little bit difficult to tell 100%. Why are there so many enemies stacked up in succession right here? Like, holy cow, look at all these guys. Yeah, no worries. I'll probably go for maybe another half hour here right now. I don't know. I'm considering, I like streaming, but I do want to keep playing this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have too much more time to stream during the week, so I may end up, we'll see. I'm split on this. I may do some offline playing for a little bit too. We'll see. I think I am going to make a video out of this as part of the mod release. I think it'll do pretty well on YouTube. And I'm not really much of a streamer anyhow. Warrior Jar Shard, nice, nice, nice. Gilmanite Greaves, nice. Oh, we got a second one. Yeah, it's definitely tough. Ooh, double Uji katanas. It's definitely tough to kind of break into the streaming nowadays. I mean, you know, I've got a decent amount of subscribers, which is awesome. Get little frame drops here. You know, I have no intent on becoming like a full-time streamer or anything, and I really appreciate people that are stopping by, especially, you know, you who's been here and chatting with me here offline. It's very nice. But definitely got to keep making some more bespoke YouTube videos, because that is where I get a lot of my audience. Alright, let's see. Crimson Flasks, yeah. Let's see just how much damage I can do with this thing. Oh, and a stance break immediately, too. Pretty good, pretty good. Man, stance breaks on back-to-back hits. So like how we're getting basically our entire FP bar back after we do one of those hits because of our really powerful FP regen. Keep Pumping that health up, I think, is a good idea. What is this one here? So there's also 3 wise beasts, huh? Nice. Yeah, what I'm hoping for, I know I saw, again, a couple people play this type of mod before. I would really love if other people play it, because I will definitely check out their streams if they're playing it as well. Alright, Turtle, where you at? Not here. I think there's one maybe up in the tree somewhere. Maybe that's not in this area. Oh, well, we don't need the memory stone right now. Let us see. Where shall we go? Let's go pick up this map piece. Seems like a good idea. Alright, Carrier Manor time. Look at that moon behind the tree. I feel like that moon is super close. Go take a look down here at the frozen needle is the weapon you get down here. After the Revenant. And I totally know where that boss room entrance is. Yep. Definitely know and don't have to search around. Actually, it's right here. Found it way quicker than I thought it was going to. Ooh, stance break. Nice. Kaiden Sellsword, go. Ooh, and actually we can throw on the Deathbreath dress and make sure that he's actually healing. Yeah, I definitely think he was. This should be his death. There we go. Don't have my shield equipped. Oh. Wasn't able to get the extra runes. That's alright. Frozen Needle Rare. Nice, nice, nice. Running attacks by 24%. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I also like, one thing that I really like about this mod, or these types of mods, is just the amount of things you can have below your status bars. I mean, look at them right now. It's pretty comical. Alright. Let's go through Carrier Manor. See what, am I going crazy? No, it's this way. Okay. See what our boy has for sale. EG, what do you got on tap for me, buddy?
I presume. I am an old soul here, perhaps.
Oh, you just said spells, huh?
Oh, when if you come to, I am a you don't
All right. Excuse me. Interested to see how or what type of effect the Sword of Night and Flame has on it. That'll be interesting. I'll run through this with our buddy. And look at that FP regen. Whew, so nice. So nice. Yeah, it is. And again, certainly not complaining with the, you know, because I've had good audience here and there. But, you know, when you're less than, I don't know, 15, 20 members as part of the stream chat, it does take a little bit of effort. Like, I can entertain myself, no problem, you know. I can talk for hours on end. But there's only so much you could say about the game that hasn't already been said, you know. That's why you gotta have stick-to-itiveness. Or build up a really nice audience. Or have a very, very consistent stream schedule, which I definitely do not have. Okay, it's freaking out up there. Yeah, that's why I like to go, you know, I like to find random people's streams that are doing like Dark Souls or whatever. I like to hop in there, add some activity. It's always really nice when people talk to you. Freaking hands, man, I hate them. Oh my goodness, so many of them. Come on, don't let me die. Almost died there. Yeah. My goodness. Come on. Let me heal in peace, please. Yeah, get stopped by the tree, please. Why aren't they staggering? They're getting hit by fire. There we go. A little bit of downtime. There we go. Why aren't these guys getting staggered by the fire? That's really annoying. Yeah, like he's doing it there. Well, I don't know how I almost made it out of this situation without dying. There we go. My goodness. I don't know why. You know, I was hitting these guys with fire. I hit them like 10 times with fire. And they never did that animation where they like roll around. You know, even him right now, he's burning, not rolling around on the ground. Somehow got out of it without dying. You know, one of the set effects that I had coded into the game, and I gotta think if I want to put it back in or not, I had the... Oh, there's a shield here. Lionel set, I think. So, you know, in the game there is Iron Jar Aromatic that basically grants you like hyper armor, like passive hyper armor. And I had that as a set bonus effect. That if I do put it back in would be one of the very, very strongest ways to play the game, I would imagine. You know, you imagine you're running around and just tanking hits left and right with really good armor set or whatever. Counter-attacking, guard counter, that type of build would be super strong with those on. Hey, we got a rare carry and night shield. Nice. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, I should test out to see whether or not this rune effect actually works. Is it that strong? It does. Hey, look at that. I fixed it. 80 runes per hit. The effect works. Very good. Trying to think of what the Outer God version of the runes per hit is. I think it's... I started off with 2 runes per hit at the basic level, and then it basically doubles every tier that you upgrade. Something like that, more or less. So I think the Outer God version is over 10,000 runes per hit, which obviously that is quite a bit, and you would never see that in-game, but it would be kind of funny to run around with that. Problem is you can only get that stuff in like very, very late game, so I don't really know if it would be that worth it to have equipped all the time, even if you had something like, you know, the Mirai's Executioner Blade or something like that. I was hoping to find like a rare one though, because even that is a couple hundred runes per hit, which, given, you know, we're at 20,000 right now, it's, what, 10,000, close to 20,000 to level up at this moment. You know, 200 hits for a level. Sounds like a lot, but actually I don't think it would be that many. Alright, I think I'm going to go kill Loretta, and I think I'm going to call it there. Again, I think I'll have to figure out exactly how much more I want to stream of this. Maybe I will play through quite a bit and I'll come back. But I think I'm going to do some offline recording as well, just so I don't have to talk the entire time. Make it into a proper video for a mod release. But still got one more boss we want to kill here. Suppose one of the reasons I wanted to start restreaming again is because Night Rain is going to be out soon. So, got to build up the voice a little bit. Get used to Elden Ring once again. Because again, I will be playing that with a couple of streamers here and there. For some victory royales. Or whatever they're called. I'm not like super excited for it or anything, but I'm mostly looking forward to it so that I can play with some other people again. Because we did the seamless co-op a few weeks back, and that was a good time. And you know, it's more Souls content. I don't know if I will get the Switch game which I can't even think of what that's called. Dust Bloods, I think is what it's called. I only watched the trailer once. I have a Switch. I don't have a Switch 2. I don't have any plans on getting one anytime in the near future. So we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fun, but I don't know. PvPvE, I think is what they call it. I'm not so sure if that's going to be my jam. Hey, we got another rare weapon. Increases mind by 9. This does magic damage. I had no idea. I have literally never used that weapon before. I missed the guard counter anyway. Go. Feel bad for critting wolves. Right to the dome. Yeah, me neither. Especially, you know, the way Bloodborne is definitely not my favorite, and it seems to be very, very Bloodborne-esque. But I think part of the problem I have with Bloodborne is, I don't know, the FPS in that game is just not very good. It's not the main reason I didn't like it, but it definitely didn't help. Wow, that hit me, huh? A long ass Ash of War. There we go. No, I'm not going to get the crit. Might as well hit him with the Devonia's Vortex. Go. Nice kill. One day they'll do it. One day they'll figure out that PS4 emulation. I'm sure of it. I just wish Sony didn't have the IP, and I'm still holding out hope, however naive it is, that they will drop a Bloodborne remaster on the release of the PS6. I know that's not going to happen, but holding out hope. Let's go take on Loretta. That would be awesome. Just think about if they could update the graphics like they did with Demon Souls. If they could fix the frame rate, better online system, because I think the online system is kind of weird if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking correctly, I don't know. And we are just cakewalking over Loretta. What did it take to the face? Yeah, it's good. I do enjoy the remake of Demon Souls quite a bit. Still think it looks amazing. I honestly think the graphics are even a little bit better than Elden Ring. I think it's the best looking game I played on PlayStation 5. And the game itself is very good. I like it quite a bit. Atmospherically wise, like it's probably my favorite out of any of the FromSoft games. Loretta's Slash. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. I think that'll do it here for me. Hey, I really appreciate everybody that stopped by, especially you, Mikhail, who has been here basically since the start of the stream and joined for all of these streams for the most part. Again, I might do some more streaming in the future, but I think I'm going to do some offline recording and release this as a video alongside some of the updates. And hopefully I will have the mod out here. It'd be great if I could release it before Night Rain, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll hold off. I don't know. Not like I'm really profiting off it or anything, but I'm hoping that people will play it whenever the full release comes out. But yeah. It's been good so far. I haven't really had too many bugs. Had a couple of things I've had to fix, but outside of that, it seems to be working pretty well. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. It's another little short stream. Again, if I do play again, I'll be sure to post on my, channel and drop some stuff in the Discord about it. And yeah, until then, thanks for watching, and we will... Let's take on a duo here. Let's see if we can get him to fly off real quick. But yeah, appreciate everybody that has been here. Wow, you can stance break him? Alright. As Adula does. See you next time, everybody. Have a good one.